home on North 25th Street. This is Mrs. Lillian Lees. Her husband, Burdette. Her son, Ted, with her two grandchildren, Ernie and David. But this page is yet to be filled with the picture of still another member of the family, a child whom they've never seen. Now, this letter is from Mrs. Lees, and she writes, "At Hyang-E Orphanage at Yumsung, Korea, I have a little Korean foster daughter named Nam Suk Ja. So many times I try and picture her and wonder what her world is like. Would it be possible to see her on your show?" Well, arranging for a trip so far away takes time. When we finally telephoned Mrs. Lees for further information, she told us that she'd almost given up hope that she'd ever see her Korean foster daughter. But Mrs. Lees, at long last we have your answer, so come along with us to Yumsung, Korea. This quaint little village of thatched huts 75 miles south of Seoul is surrounded by irrigation ditches and rice paddies. On a far hill overlooking the village is the Hyang-E Orphanage, run by World Vision Incorporated, whose president is Dr. Bob Pierce. This is your foster daughter's home. 105 orphans live here, all supported by contributions such as yours from Christian foster parents throughout America. Now, Mrs. Lees, as our present to you, here is your foster daughter, Nam Suk Ja. 8 years old, second year primary school, excellent health, mild disposition, and that wonderful smile. The orphanage is run by Koreans. Reverend Kim Chong-soon is superintendent here, and I don't have to tell you how they feel about him. Love given and received in full share. By the way, Mrs. Lees, Nam Suk Ja's favorite subject is the Korean national language. There's no attempt to Americanize these children. They'll grow up to be good Christian Korean citizens. So it's a wonderful life for all the orphans cared for by World Vision. There are more than 100,000 orphans now in Korea, but only half are fortunate enough to receive care like this. And they get plenty of exercise. We can see that. Mrs. Lees, the record shows that Nam Suk Ja is quite talented in sports. She can hold her own in all playground activities, such as this stick and ball game that Korean children enjoy. But she leaves the high bar to the boys. Mrs. Lees, Nam Suk Ja speaks no English, but now she'd like to send her greetings. The smile is just for you, a fond greeting from Nam Suk Ja to her foster mother in far-off America. We're glad you asked for it.